Ma'am, your friend isn't who you think he is. Gloria's voice cracked slightly, but her eyes, sharp, young, determined, didn't waver. At just 30, she was already used to being invisible in places like this. The grand marble steps of Washington Federal Courthouse gleamed under the morning light, but no one saw the girl pushing a mop. Except today. Judge Eleanor Hayes, elegant, powerful, the youngest federal judge in D.C., froze mid-step. Her eyes scanned Gloria, dismissive. You, work here. Stick to mops and buckets, sweetheart. This isn't your world. A nearby bailiff chuckled under his breath. Gloria clenched the handle of her mop tighter, steadying herself. He's setting you up, ma'am, she pressed quietly. The hallway stilled. Eleanor turned sharply and walked away, heels echoing on the marble floor. But by tomorrow, this courthouse would never look at Gloria the same again. Gloria never planned to end up here, pushing a mop through courtrooms built for people who'd never glance her way. 30 years old. Smarter than they'd ever believe. But life doesn't always care about potential. Bills pile up. Second chances don't come easy. So she scrubbed floors and listened, really listened. She saw patterns, faces, whispered arguments in locked chambers. That morning, hiding by the supply closet, Gloria saw defense attorney Carter Vaughn alone in Judge Eleanor's chambers. Confidential files open. A flash drive plugged in. The look on his face. Cold. Calculating. Dangerous. Gloria's heart raced, but her eyes stayed steady. People underestimated the cleaning girl, but invisible didn't mean blind. When Gloria arrived the next morning, tension pressed on the courthouse like a storm cloud. Black SUVs lined the steps. Federal agents swarmed inside. Security whispered. Reporters hovered. On the top floor, Eleanor Hayes stood rigid, watching as Carter Vaughn, her trusted friend, was led away in handcuffs. The courtroom, always deaf to Gloria's presence, now buzzed with shock. Across the hall, Eleanor's eyes found hers. For the first time, no dismissive sneer. Only a flicker of realization. You were right, Eleanor admitted, her voice barely audible. Carter had been leaking sealed case files, jeopardizing everything. And it was the girl with the mop, who saw it first. Hours later, Gloria sat alone in the staff break room, uniform still on, heart pounding. The last thing she expected was Judge Eleanor Hayes stepping inside. No robe. No security. Just raw humility behind sharp eyes. I misjudged you, Eleanor began, setting a folder on the table. Inside, a job offer. We need people who actually notice things. People brave enough to speak, even when no one listens. Gloria's fingers hesitated over the paper. Her salary. Quintupled. Her title. Member of the Internal Integrity Division. For the first time, she wasn't just wiping away others' mistakes. She'd help prevent them. And maybe, remind this courthouse, don't ever mistake youth, or silence, for weakness. The next morning, Gloria walked through the grand courthouse, not with a mop, but with a sleek navy blazer and an official badge clipped to her chest, Internal Integrity Division. Heads turned. Whispers followed. Some recognized her. Most didn't. But they all noticed the confident young black woman striding through marble halls where she was once invisible. At the courtroom entrance, Eleanor Hayes stood waiting. No smirk. No arrogance. Just quiet respect. They exchanged a subtle nod, an unspoken agreement that status means nothing without integrity. Gloria paused for a moment, letting her eyes sweep the space. The seal of justice glinted under soft morning light. And behind every polished pillar, she knew, it wasn't titles or robes that protected the system. Sometimes, it was the girl they never saw coming.